When I first arrived here, we had a high cell count problem. We were sitting in the mid 300s. After we put the cell count meters in, within about 3 weeks, we had it down to sort of 180. And last season, we averaged 120 for the season. So it just gives us more options of identifying the worst cows and either treating or getting rid of them. Simplicity. I don't have to maintain it, I don't have to think about it, it works in the background the whole time. Yeah, nice and easy to use. Because I've got staff, I'm being quite honest. I've got a bloke from Vanuatu who's never touched a computer before, and he can handle it. He uses the information, so no, simplicity is the main thing. Yeah, and it's in real time. By the time you've taken the cups off, you've got the data, which is fantastic. Yeah. Oh, we've got just the basic screen here. Changes for calving, but this is after calving. So day since calving, somatic cell count meter, what date it was metered at, and just your basic alerts. So your high cell count, draft cows, slow milkers, 3 titters, which we don't usually try to have any. Cups off the screen, this side. So main thing they are interested in is somatic cell count and what day it was actually tested. And it stays up there, we've got it set for 5 days, the alert stays up. So quite often you'll find if a cow comes on heat, the next day your cell count will be down. So it gives you that option of monitoring it too. You don't have to go all of a sudden treat her. You can just keep an eye on her for a day or two and then, yeah, the meters are always working. Well, our shed's pretty low automation really. We don't have automatic couple removers or anything. The only technology we've got is ProTrack and the milk meters. ProTrack was purely for an ease of doing the paperwork. So much easier to carve a cow and keep all your records there. And we sell 200 young stock a year, and people just come and look through my computer pretty much. They all know how to use Minder. So they can go, they can see what the parents are doing, see the production, and we don't have any problems shifting young stock. Cell count's more than halved and production's up, but then production's a byproduct of getting rid of the worst performing cows. So yeah, it's made a huge difference. The cell count was just a constant problem. I've never had a cell count grade before, and I had 13 in the first month. So it was difficult, but yeah, no, it's an easy to use system. That's the main thing. Everybody can use it. I can walk off farm and I know the staff can handle it. Yeah, we haven't stripped the herd for 4 years. We only strip the high cell count cows as they come up on the screen pretty much. By the time that you're halfway around, the data's available. So once you're taking cups off, you've got the data there. It's come up as a high cell count alert. You paddle test it, identify the quarter and treat it. And with ProTrack, you bang the treatment straight in. It's all done. So no, it's good compared to the old days of whiteboards, clipboards. Yeah, no, it's very well streamlined. We were spending huge amounts on mastitis first spring I was here, so I'd say it's probably saved us $10,000 or $12,000 a month over the spring months because we got rid of all those, chronic mastitis cows that were just hidden pretty much. Had a lot of subclinical mastitis, which the cell count meters pick up really well. And labour-wise, we were spending 2 or 3 hours a day on treating mastitis cows and identifying them. Now it's down to probably 20 minutes a day. So labour-wise, that's huge. Makes a big difference. Massive labour saving. Yeah, no, it's phenomenal. It's and mental well-being too. At least you can go home at night and you can actually stop worrying about the cell count, which is great. First year. No, it definitely paid itself back in the first year. We're just starting to use that information now productively. Before that, we were concentrating on the cell count. Identifying low-performing cows is the main one. Yeah, and with the walkover weighing system too, identifying the heavier cows that are low producing. We're all about live weight, production versus live weight. So, yeah. We've certainly tidied the herd up. So we've streamlined the whole herd. We're definitely, making big gains there, genetically wise. it's easy to use, easy to pull up. We can do custom reports, we can play with it as much as you want. I'm not really into the technology that much, but there's a lot of people that can do some pretty amazing stuff. But hey, there's an 0800 number up there, or 0508. Any problems, we just ring that, and they're pretty good. Yeah. I wasn't keen on the computers at all. As soon as I saw the computer screens, I thought, no, look, but I'd love to marry now. It's saved me so much time over carving. You know, if the mobs get mixed up, you spring a mob breaks out, all the information's right there. It tells you at distance carving. You know, for mating, it's fantastic. You know, how to identify your cedar cows, how long they've been mated since calving. No, it does make life easy. Yeah, it's been good, yeah. No, he's always on the end of the phone. Let's be serious, the shed's not new. Like, the shed's 20 plus years old, and it wasn't a simple install for Gavin, and he had to come back and sort things a few times, but no, it wasn't a problem. Yeah, no, fantastic. Wasn't a problem at all. It is huge, especially if you've got computer literate buyers, and I just let them have access to the data, they go through it themselves. So we milk, our cows are only sort of 460, 470 average kilos in live weight. So we're trying to match the production 1 for 1 or better. Yeah, and it just gives us an aid for culling is the main thing. We can identify the poor performers, the heavier cows that are doing the worst production, balance everything up and go from there. Our cell count's under control now, so we're starting to use the other data available. I have done, yeah. I've had friends put it in fairly quickly after we got ours in. Yeah, it's an easy sell. I'd love to be a salesman. It should just sell itself. Compared to a lot of the other automation in the cow shed, it's fairly cheap. If you've got a cell count problem, do it, pretty much. Yeah, no, the paybacks are huge. Very quick paybacks. Within a week, your cell count's under control. But it's what you do with the data after that. The meters are cheap, yeah. It's whether you want to keep on milking with the blinkers on or take them off and see the full picture. And if you don't like paddle testing cows every week, then no, it's fantastic. It's just continual, it's always working, yeah.